Hi y'all, Love and Debbie here. I'm so excited to have my son Brandon home for the holidays. We wanted to share some health and fitness tips from 2017.
Yes. Not only am I her son, but I am an actor based in Los Angeles. So fitness has been a big part of my life this year. I got down to about 8% body fat this past year. So maybe while I'm saying all this, she'll put a nice picture that'll be up right now as I'm talking. So you'll be able to see what I was able to do. I did it with a keto-based diet, so I think the best thing for us to do would just be to share like 3 tips that helped us transform. Because I myself was about 235 pounds at the beginning of 2017 when I decided to make a change for myself, and at my peak, I guess weight, peak physique, I was like 205. And I was doing like the underwater body fat test, so I was getting like the best reading possible for my body fat. So I'm a little bundled up right now because A, it's cold, and B, I put on a little bit of winter weight before I go back to Los Angeles today. But I think 3 tips would be cool to share in our journeys. For me, I'll start. One of the things that really put things over the top for me in my journey was intermittent fasting, which I would eat in, I guess I would eat in 16-hour windows. Yeah, I would eat 16 hour. I would fast I would stop eating around 9 or 10 at night, and I would have my first meal the next day at around 12 or 1 o'clock. And I would also train. I would do my cardio in the morning, and I would train weights at night. So don't let somebody tell you have to eat carbohydrates when you train in the morning, it's not good for you. I train on an empty stomach, intermittent fasting, crazy, like interval training, like high intensity stuff. And I felt amazing. So one of the things for me is just to start was intermittent fasting. So if you have a chance to give that a shot, I think the great benefits from it, even like mental, not even physical, but like just also mental benefits. I was able to think a little bit clearer. Like even going in auditions, like sometimes I'd still be intermittent fasting for like as I was going in for an audition, I still maybe wouldn't have eaten, and it wouldn't have any effect on like me memorizing my lines or messing up an audition or anything like that. So that was one of the big things that I'm actually looking forward to, because I haven't been intermittent fasting, I'm not gonna lie.
What good food.
Yeah, so when I get back, I'm definitely going to get back to intermittent fasting. So I'm looking forward to that. What about you, Mom?
Well, when I started my journey in July 2016, I was 211 pounds. I weighed in this morning. I am 144.2.
Yay!
Losing a little too much weight, so I might gain some. But the biggest tip for me to you is trying to eat every 3 hours. It keeps me something healthy, small meal, nuts, seeds, something just to keep me from wanting junk food. I love sugar. I could eat it all the time.
Same.
So I have to stay away from it. It's my biggest addiction. And once I have that bite, I just want more. So biggest tip is try to eat every 3 hours, eat something healthy.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. No, and sugar's like an addiction for everybody. Like, I may or may not have had a snowball before we press record on this video. So, like sugar is a big addiction is an addiction for everyone. And they want to lie and say that, oh, fats, you're not supposed to have the fats. You're supposed to have Cheerios, good carbohydrates, but all that stuff that's sugar. It's terrible, 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 terrible for mentally, physically. It's terrible. But yeah, it's a good one. For me, I'm going to switch a little bit over from the diet. And my second tip, I'm going to switch over a little bit more from the diet than what helped me in training. For me, I loved to do interval training. So a lot of times you can sit there and do like jog on a treadmill or like walk on a treadmill. Or I like to go for walks. Like Tuesday, I would do leg day. So I would go for walks on Tuesdays and like listen to music and stuff like that. So that's cool. But like the consistent, like rigorous, like I'm getting on the treadmill or I'm going to do the elliptical. Like it could be so boring. And that is called steady state cardio. And it can get very boring and it's easy to stop, and there's so many you have to keep putting in like 45 minutes, an hour to get like even good results in steady state cardio. So for me, what I like to do is I like to cut my cardio by like half an hour, instead of doing an hour on a treadmill, an hour on an elliptical, or even a bike. I love to do interval training. And interval training could be, anything from, for me, what I would like to do is I would do jump rope for 30 seconds. And then after that, I would do burpees. I would set a timer, you just use any interval app or anything like that on your iPhone. And I would do like jump rope for 30 seconds. And then I would do burpees for 30 seconds. And then I would do suicides for 30 seconds. Now it's a little bit more high intense for like, you wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, Mom, let's do burpees and push-ups and like, we're not doing all, so we're not doing all that. But what I'm saying is like, but the point is, it's like 3 different exercises for short bursts, and then taking a 30-second, and then I would take a 30-second rest, and I would do that for 10 rounds, so which would last like 25 minutes. It wouldn't last too long, but by the time you're finished, I mean, you are drenched. You know what I mean? But that interval training could be like 30-second like air squats to like 30-second jumping jacks to 30 seconds running in place. It's got 3 different, as high intensity as I guess you can, 30 seconds a piece. I like to stick to 3 because it gives me 30 30 30, and then and then the rest, it gives you a 2-minute set. So and then you're normally gonna
Sorry about that. A little technical difficulties there.
Hopefully she's going to put in something fun or something like that when we're trying to link the 2 videos, because she ran out of space on her phone. So hopefully she'll put like a cute little picture of like a cat playing piano or something like that to kind of mix these together. But no, I was finishing just real quick the interval training. It's about you burn the most calories with keeping your body guessing. That's when your workouts and your training, keeping your heart rate just up and down, up and down, up and down, keeping the body guessing is where you're going to get the best results. So I blabber. That's why we ran out of space. So I'm going to throw it to her for her second tip of how she made the transformation this past year. Go ahead.
Exercise. Get up and move. Even if you don't feel like it, get up, go take a short walk for 10 minutes. If you're new, to exercise, you're just starting out, you have difficulty, limitations, just get up, try to move, and for a minute or so. I also do interval exercise. I don't do it for long periods, probably about 8 minutes, and I use my mini trampoline to do them on. So that is my second tip. My third tip is healthy fats. I will add olive oil to my smoothies. I use clarified butter
Very good.
to cook with. I nuts, seeds, avocados, all the things I was told never to eat because they're going to make you gain weight.
Live off avocados.
Well, they don't make you gain weight. You will actually lose weight if you cut sugar out of your diet, cut back on your carbs, and eat healthy fats. And that is my third tip.
Yeah, no, that's great. Avocados. I always said if I was stuck on an island and if I had to have like one thing to eat, it would be avocados. I love avocados. Yeah. They're great for you. I ate the same thing. Like I said, when I got down to like 8% body fat, I ate the same thing every single day. I would intermittent fast until 12 or 1, and then I would have steak, eggs, avocado, and I would throw like sour cream and cheddar cheese, and like all the things are like, oh my God, that's terrible for you to have. But everything was measured out in the correct portion. And then when I would have snacks, I would have almonds, salted almonds. Boom! I would almost go through like a cup of almonds a day, just having them as a snack.
Yeah, they're delicious.
They are very good. Yeah, and I would do like what I call for lunch. I would do like what I call like a keto salad, which is ground beef, like even the higher percent fat ground beef, just iceberg lettuce and ranch dressing, like 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing and sour cream and avocado, and sometimes I throw almonds in the salad, like just go crazy with the fats on it. And for dinner, I would have like a nice piece of salmon, like 6 ounces of salmon, and maybe like some cream cheese. I would throw on with that, and maybe put a little bit of avocado on top of that. Like I feel like there's not enough. You can never have enough avocado and almonds. Like it's not about the calories. To me, from what I've learned, it's not about the calories.
Right.
It's about that what the number is next to that C, next to that carb is the most important thing. If you're training, you're exercising, and you're doing cardio, even if you're doing like intermittent fasting, or if you're staying active,
Right.
staying away from sugar and staying away from carbs for the most part. All right, so this phone doesn't like me because it keeps cutting me off as I'm talking. So I'm going to jump right into my third tip real quick before it cuts me off again. The third tip for me, and I think this is the most important part, is consistency. To stay consistent. If you fall off, don't stay off for too long. Get knocked down, get back up. All the cliche stuff you hear. Be consistent. Like I said, I ate the same thing for 8 months straight. Like really, not a drop of alcohol, no sugar, nothing. And I stayed like, I'm not saying you have to live it at that level, but find out what the goal is. Find out, create a why for it. Why are you doing what you're doing? It's got to be a strong why, strong as possible, and stick to it. Stick to it every single day, and when you hit your goal, create a new one. So
Yeah.
consistency, the most important part. Like none of it works without consistency. If you can't be consistent, you won't see result, or you may see result for a minute, and then you'll just go back to where you were, and you have to start all over again. And starting all over again is the worst part. So, the hardest part, if you will. But
Yeah.
consistency would be my third tip. Well,
I wanted to mention that I don't eat dairy like my son. I love it. I just my body can't tolerate it. And yes, definitely be consistent. And if you mess up, start again. Don't beat yourself up. Just start again.
and
And
it's okay to mess up. It's
yes,
okay
it
to mess up.
is.
You're human. Like, don't let that be like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
2019 is my year. Like, no, this can be it. This can be the one. Like, you're going. There's so many like distractions, and like, there's so much out there for us to fail, honestly. And you're supposed to fail. Failing's a part of it.
Right.
It's the getting up and getting back after it again. Is the part that separates you from your goals, really, because we're gonna fail. You're gonna fall off the wagon. It's just difficult. There's too many distractions. So
I agree.
as long as you can get back up and get back on the horse, and just be as consistent as possible, and forgive yourself
Yep.
if you do fall off, you're gonna be just fine. So but I wish the best for you this year, and
Oh,
hitting
thank
more
you.
hitting more goals. And anybody out there watching, I hope the best for you as well. That 2018 is your year. Like I feel like it's going to be mine and yours, um, and I'm excited.
And I'm so proud of my
I'm
son. He's
excited.
an actor. I'm so proud
I'm
of him.
excited. Yeah, she's got a like a D TV star on her show right now. So watch out.
Yep. Look for future shows.
That's it.
Brandon Morales.
Thank you. Well, thank everybody for watching. Take
Yeah.
over, Debbie. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Please consult with your doctor before starting any diet or exercise program.